Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to my Centurion. From an owner's perspective, I got this Centurion Ri245 a couple of weeks ago, but the weather's been kind of crap, and I haven't had a chance to put it in the water. So this is basically an unboxing video, part one, and then we'll try to do something with the surf later on once it's on the lake. But I thought I would take an opportunity to share with people who might be looking at an Ri245 from an owner perspective. So yeah, here it is. I ordered it in October of 2020 from Wizard Lake Marine in Canada, Western Canada, and we took delivery a couple of weeks ago, so that would be late May, I guess. So yeah, here it is. You might recall, if you're looking at this, you know a little bit about 245s. You might recall that when it initially came out, it came out in white with black, and I thought, well, that looked kind of clean and good enough for me, so that's what we went with regard to the color choice and all of that stuff. But I'm going to start with the trailer, and we're going to point out a few things. This is a stock trailer. It's not the upgraded, so it does come with a 2 5/8 inch ball, not the regular 2-inch, so the trailer hitch is slightly bigger. It doesn't have the lockout for the electric connection, so you've got to make sure you've got power when you're backing this up. And as it happens, when I got my trailer, the fuse on my truck had unbeknownst to me popped, and so we couldn't back it up, so the fuse had to be done. So there is no one of the little lockouts so that you can reverse this thing up a bank for whatever I used to have on the old trailer. I guess I should maybe back up. I got this boat because the previous boat to this was, I had the Centurion 230 Plus, Enzo 230 Plus. I bought it new in 2012. It was a 2011 boat, and that boat was great, served our purposes. And before that, we had a Yamaha 212X, and that was okay, but didn't provide a surf, and it was noisy at speed. And so that's why we went with a Centurion, bigger wave, different motor. And then before, the first boat we had was basically a Sea Ray. I think it was a 175, might have been a 185 bow rider deal. And that was great. The kids were little, and we were just tubing and stuff like that. So the Sea Ray was great, and then the Yamaha was great for what it did. It was fast, it was maneuverable, but it was sure noisy. You couldn't move without it going over sort of 4,000 RPM, so it made it really buzzy and difficult to speak to people. So then we bought the Enzo. It was loud, but not in the same way. It had a lot more torque, and we could ballast it up. And then this opportunity came along, so we got the bigger boat of the one we just had. So that's the background on why we got the 245. I did look at the Nordiques. Felt that the Centurion for me was good enough. This is the 245, so it's got all the bells and whistles, and I thought, well, we'll try this. So we didn't drive it beforehand. I just read this stuff online and ordered it, and here it is. So, but we're gonna talk about the trailer. So as I said, the tongue 2 5/8. It's really nicely coated, this trailer. It's a big upgrade in quality over the last one. We've got the, I think they call it gator step stuff on the side. The Centurion logo is nicely integrated, and it lights up. And then the trailer itself has got more gator stuff on the sides. These are the standard wheels. I was a little reluctant. I thought, oh, I better get the better ones. I think these look great, and the size is good. These are 15-inch. So it's a 225/75 R15, and they look really nice. The rims are just fine. You can get the bigger ones. These are stock, and so I didn't have to pay any extras. So yeah, all the gator steps are on the side with the Centurion logo, and then the straps are integrated like you would get on a Nautique. And this boat sits quite a bit higher off the ground than the last Centurion I had. It was, for some reason, super low to the ground. This one's probably got, what, 6 inches or 5 inches? Somewhere in there. And so, yeah. So the trailer is much, much better. I did see on one of these gator steps that it wasn't perfect. Oh, there's a spare. I didn't have a spare on my last trailer. So this one has a spare, which is nice to have. Never had to use it, but certainly nice to have. And one other thing I was going to point out. Let me just see if I can find that. Can't see it. Yeah, this is a 10,000 pound trailer. What does it say there? 10,400 pounds. So yeah, plenty of strength in this trailer. And this boat, you probably know already, it's a hefty boat. When you fill it all up with fluids, it's 12,000 pounds, so you can't run with fluids. But I think the dry weight, is it 5,600 pounds? 60? I don't know. I can't remember what the dry weight is. I'll have to look it up, and I'll try to add that on the YouTube. But yeah, that's enough about the trailer. So as you can see, it's got the cover. So I'll take the cover off in a second. A couple of things on the cover. It's got an attachment at the front, which is nice to have. On the prior one, you'd put the front of the cover on, you'd go to the side or go to the front would go to the side or go to the back, and then the front would slip off. So now it's got a little connector right here, which is great. I just wrap it around the bottom of the cable here, or the strap. When I got it, it was through the little hole here and I couldn't remove it, so I just put it around the bottom of the strap, which is fine. Yeah, that's the cover. It's got all the venting, so you can get to the little, whatever you call these things that pop out. So all that, and this is standard from before. And on the back, there are 3 ties on the back. Last one I had 2 ties on the back, so this is better. The buckling system, very nice quality, much better than the last ratchet strap thing. And then this cover, I think, which is standard on the Centurion Ri245s, has got two of the little cover things that allow it to sit up high. You don't need the poles, although there is one in the front. So yeah, 2 little straps, I don't know what you call them, but they're integrated, so the rain will run right off. So that's nice to have. Seem to have given some thought into the cover. This is the standard color. It may come in black. I didn't ask for a specific color. That's just the way it came. So that's the trailer, and that's the cover. And yeah, I'll take the cover off, and then we'll have a look at the boat. Bye for now.